Good morning, everybody, and this is your SP 500 setups for today. So, as discussed yesterday, this channel is still very much in play, touched the bottom and bounced off it. We do have German CPI and US CPI today, so I suspect it's going to be volatile. And the trend is up, no two ways about that. Oscillators have eased off quite nicely, which is fairly decent. And then we have a pin bar off structure, and this was the weekly high at 5112. We've probably touched 5100. Yep, as expected yesterday. That was one of the levels we were looking at, was 5100, and we've bounced off it. So we do have a bit of overhead resistance right where we are. There's actually two levels, and I suspect it is sideways inside here until CPI comes out. So if you drill down to the 3 hour, you can see there was the first level, and there's another level there at 5105 or 5106, and then there was one down here at 5100. You can see that's exactly where the buyers came down to, and probably a half decent opportunity there. We'll have a look at it now, but on the 3 hour you can see tweezer bottom, double pin bar, and another higher low. Oscillator separated and crossed over, pointing to the upside. So at the moment this is looking like we need to get look for the opportunities to buy as it was yesterday. So I just want to get, we're going to have to put a zone in here. I'll give them to you. I'll give all the levels to you when we're on the lower time frames. Just watch where I'm putting it in. There's a pin bar there, and then there's a fractal high there. So that's the zone I'd be paying attention to. It kind of lines up with this little gap. It's happened. I think this is morning's gap, opening morning. Let's have a look. Yeah, well, not quite yesterday, but they were just at the close. So after the close, because remember the market closes for like 15 minutes and then opens again, we gapped up. So I would suspect that comes back. Looking at the moving averages, this looks like a bit of a flag, and you can see a fairly decent move down to 5100. I wasn't watching this. That was at 4 o'clock my time, just half an hour before the market opened. We touched the area where there was definitely an opportunity to buy. A good 300-point gain there. So for me, we wait for the data. Let's get to the 15 minutes. I can give you the levels. We wait for the data. If the data is relatively good, or as expected, this is what I'm looking at. 5130 to 5127. That's the zone I would like to see us retest, close this gap. Moving averages have crossed over, so that would be around the 150 EMA as well. So that's a fairly decent opportunity for a move to the upside, and that would form sort of a cup and handle. First target area is going to be where we are at 5145. 5150 would be next, and that's at 5152. And if you look left, you would be wise to put in the levels on the 15 minutes. So that's your zone of potential resistance, 5150. 5150 is right in the middle. So this would be a buying opportunity, yeah. 5127, 5130, and you're looking at 5150 as your target area. Now, if we break through this zone and reject it, then 5100 would be your short target to the bottom. But as per usual, when the data comes out, give it 15 minutes. Sometimes I don't even wait for 15 minutes. I actually wait for the market to actually open. So data comes out an hour before the market, then I would wait for the market to open, because 9 times out of 10, if it's run, it'll come back to some structure to continue, and more often than not, it actually just reverses and heads off in the opposite direction. So you need to get your levels in, and the 3 hour is a perfect one for that. But just get your 3 hour levels in. So if I delete the noise that I've given you now, and we say where are my 3 hour levels, There's one. There's two. This one is fairly strong, 5130, because we rejected it here, so it was resistance. It was attempted support up there, but then we've broken through, broken down, broken through. So this to me is very critical. 5130 is where I'd be looking to buy off. And if you just look a little bit higher, you can see the 3-hour levels here. So those are the main ones I'd be watching for. 5130, 5100 again, I still think that's something you need to pay attention to, or 5113 is the actual level. It has found support, but sometimes you get double bottoms. 5130 is the one I want to be paying attention to. 5141 is the level we need to break through in order to get to the 5150, and 5152 is the actual level there, but I would take profit at 5149 or something like that. Okay, anyway, that's kind of me for today. If we break below this pin bar on the 3-hour here, I'd wait for a retest, but that would set up a bigger move to the downside. Don't think it's going to happen. I think CPI is going to come out as expected. I don't think there's going to be any surprises there. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.